Hi everybody, so I wanted to do an update to tell you guys how the whole bottle, sippy cup, breast milk situation is going. If you follow us on Facebook, you know that I had mentioned about a week ago that I finally got Emma to drink from her Sippy, and that I would do a video just kind of update you on the, I guess you could say, the method that we used to make that happen. If you've been following us for any length of time, you know that about 3 months ago, Emma decided that she was just done with the bottle. She didn't want anything to do with it, and it's so funny because she had started taking a bottle when she was like 6 weeks old, and she took it every day with my mom from the time I went back to work until she was 9 months old, and then for whatever reason she just decided to stop. And I wasn't really concerned. I mean, I kind of was, but not really, after I talked to my pediatrician. And my pediatrician had said that breastfed babies sometimes just do that. Once they hit a certain age, they have the cognitive development to know that I'm getting a bottle because my mom's not here. And then he said, you know, typically they tend to miss their mom, and they missed the bonding time of breastfeeding, and they just decide to not want the bottle at all. And that was exactly what Emma was doing. She would push the bottle away and cry and cry and cry if you forced it on her, and she just wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. And I wasn't really too worried about it because my pediatrician wasn't worried about it, and he said it's probably just a phase and she'll grow out of it. And she was on such a good solid routine at that point, and you know, still nursing enough throughout the day that it wasn't like it was stunting her growth or causing any development issues. She was just growing fine. So he said, you know what, don't worry about it, and hopefully she'll just grow out of it. So about a month, within the past month, we really decided to kind of become a little bit more aggressive with forcing her to take the bottle, or not forcing, but giving it as an option and trying to test the waters and see what we could do. I had started a diet, and I knew that my milk supply was a lot lower than what it had been previously. So my biggest concern was just making sure that she was getting enough of what she needs to get, you know, from her milk intake every day. My mom had been, or has been for a while now, just giving her a little kid's cup, and she'll put milk in that, and then Emma would drink from the kid's cup. But she wouldn't drink from the Sippy, from the bottle, nothing. And in my last update for breastfeeding, I had mentioned that we were going to try the bottle or the Sippy, and I kind of got some feedback that, you know, maybe I shouldn't try the bottle because she's almost 1 and she shouldn't be on a bottle when she's 1. And really my logic behind that was whatever she was going to take, I was going to give it to her. Whether it's a Sippy, whether it's the bottle, whatever made her happy makes me happy, and we would go from that. I mean, really at this point, I didn't care which method it was, even though, yeah, technically they should be off the bottle. If that was what she wanted to take, that's the way I was going to give it to her until we kind of moved past this phase. So what I started doing was about 2 weeks ago, I started just kind of testing the waters, first with the bottle and then with the Sippy. And what I would do is I would nurse her, and then once we were done, I would offer her the bottle or the Sippy, you know, as a second option. And she didn't want, sorry, she's gonna bump the camera. She didn't want anything to do with the bottle. I tried the bottle, and she screamed and cried and pushed it away and just hated it. So I said, okay, she probably doesn't want the bottle, so we're gonna let go of the bottle and we're gonna try this in a Sippy. And so what I would do, like I said, is I would nurse her when I was home at night, let her nurse, and then offer the Sippy. And she would kind of at first just hold the Sippy in her hands and play with it and kind of suck on it a little bit, but then didn't want anything to do with it. But at least she was kind of testing the waters, and she wouldn't do that before. The minute she saw that it was milk, she would throw the Sippy, you know, away, like get it away from my face. So at least she was, you know, putting it near her mouth and showing somewhat of an interest in it. So that was really good progress. And I kind of figured out that I think with her, she didn't want to feel like she was losing breastfeeding for the Sippy or the bottle. No, baby. Because if I would offer that first before nursing her, she would get really mad and she didn't want anything to do with it. And then if I would nurse her and then give her the option, she was okay with it. She would at least touch it and play with it, like I said. So that kind of clicked to me that, hey, she's not ready to let go of breastfeeding, so give it as a second option, but do it in conjunction so she doesn't feel like she's losing something to have the sippy. So that's kind of just what I started doing, you know, as I was nursing her at night throughout the day. I would just give her the option, and she became more familiar with it. And then one night she decided to drink a whole ounce out of it, and then from there it just kind of progressed. I started offering her milk and her sippy cup with her lunch and her breakfast or her dinner, whichever. Usually she'll take it 2 times a day. And she just took it like a pro. Like, she'd been doing it all her life and she has no problems with it. I have noticed that she won't take it if it's warm. She will only take it in the sippy cup if it's cold. And I don't know if that, again, has to associate with the whole nursing thing, because the warm milk from nursing, but she will only drink her milk in the sippy if it's cold. But for the past like 4 or 5 days, I've been giving it to her with her meals, and she drinks it. I mean, yesterday she drank 2 almost 6-ounce sippy cups of milk, and it's like it's not even a problem at all anymore. So I'm really, really excited that we've kind of moved past that and just given her the time that she needed to figure out whatever it was that was, you know, bothering her. But now she takes it all the time, so we are, you know, really starting to wean even further, which is good, because I wanted her to be able to take the breast milk in a different way, and we still have like 300 some ounces of breast milk. So even though we're weaning down, she is still going to be on breast milk for a while, even though, you know, we're not going to be nursing all the time. I'm still planning on nursing her at nighttime. She's not ready to let go of that yet, and that's okay with me too. It's a convenience thing as well. You know, she has been teething, so she's been waking up in the middle of the night wanting to comfort nurse, and I'm okay with that. It makes my life a whole lot easier than having to go downstairs in the middle of the night, get a sippy of milk to bring to her. I'm okay with continuing to nurse at night because I know she's not ready to let go of that. So that's kind of our method of how, you know, we got her to take the bottle. I don't really know if this will help anybody, but maybe it will. I know other moms that are breastfeeding moms have struggled with this too. Everybody always told me, oh my gosh, that's so weird, but it's really not that weird. The baby has a preference of what they want, and that's why some babies give up breastfeeding for a sippy or a bottle, because they prefer that method over the breast. So she was just kind of the opposite. So now we are working our way off of breastfeeding, slowly but surely, and I'm just really happy that she now is, you know, all for taking milk in a sippy. So that's kind of it. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely leave them below as a comment, and we'll try and answer them. But I think that's it for now. Emma, can you say bye-bye? You're trying to get Mama's phone. Say bye-bye, everybody. All right, bye, guys. Thanks for watching.